Okay, so our drawing tools. We have the pen tool. We are going to use this all semester long. This is the most important tool. I know if you take this class, maybe in other departments like art department or business department, they might use other tools more. But for fashion designers, we use the pen tool all day long. So don't skip it. Please use it. We're going to be, you'll be getting acquainted with it. I love the text tool. We will use the typing tool as well. That capital T is to type. I do not use the line segment tool in fashion illustration. I don't know any design. I haven't come across any designers that have. Maybe there are some that do, but not in this class. We're not going to be using it. Sometimes I use the shapes tool. If you click this, it's the rectangle. So you, again, do the click and drag, and it always starts at the top left corner and it finishes at the bottom right. So you can make it, different widths, different heights, and then you see the little preview blue line, and then once you let go, then it solidifies it. You notice there's 4 anchor points, 4 segments, 1 path. This little dot in the middle is not an anchor point. It's just showing you where the center is, and you can move it around if you touch that 1 point. So if you hold down the rectangle tool, we have other shapes. These are very handy. I do use the rounded rectangle tool. Use the ellipse one. I don't really use the other ones as much, but they are there. Paintbrush tool I really don't use in fashion illustration when I'm drawing my flats. Pencil tool, I really don't use the pencil tool either. You have much more control with the pen tool. Okay, we're not going to use this blob brush in this class, and we're not going to use the eraser tool. Okay, so I'm going to skip the next set of tools. Maybe we'll talk about that another day. We don't need to do that day 1. And then, we don't really need these either quite yet. I'm going to bring your attention to the bottom ones down here. We have a hand tool. This guy's pretty handy, no pun intended. But you can click and drag and move around your artboard. And sometimes that's really handy because you might be zoomed in on something and you might just want to move over real quick. And the hand tool makes that handy.
Can you do that with the space bar too?
Yes, you can. So you brought me to keyboard shortcuts. Keyboard shortcuts are extremely useful because usually in fashion illustration we're up against a deadline and people want their sketches fast. And especially if you have a really big computer screen. I actually purposely got the small computer screens when I ordered them just because I wanted to see your faces. But a lot of designers have the bigger ones. And it takes a long time to cruise left and go push that, so it's better to do the keyboard shortcut. It takes a while to learn them, but if you ever aren't sure, you can hover over your tool and you'll notice the name comes up, and then what's that in parentheses? The letter H. It's a space bar, actually. Yeah, so I guess if you want to go straight to the H, maybe you're on the pen tool and you don't want to cruise over to H, just hit H, and there you go. You can move it. If you happen to be in the pen tool or the text tool, you can jump to H real quick by pushing the space bar. That's another little one. Just real quick, space bar instead of H, and then moving your mouse. Okay, why we're talking about shortcuts, let's talk about that. In, Blackboard, there is, I have a cheat sheet for you guys of different shortcuts. So I'm going to log into Blackboard real quick to show you that cheat sheet. But again, just by hovering over it, it's going to take me,
Is it in where? Materials? Where is it? Tool workbench?